Yo, it's your boy, EternalBlackFlame, back on this camera once again. Gender identity disorder is the topic of today. And the term is, since 2013, been changed to gender dysphoria to fit the narrative that is being pushed upon the Western society right now. And I'm not sure how many people are privy to this or are aware of this, but there is a collective storyline being told to the American people right now. There is a topsy-turvy narrative being told and being orchestrated upon the American people right now. And it has to, the COVID was a part of it. LGB, the alphabet people, that's a part of it. The elites is a part of it. The vaccines, all of this stuff, the attack on the freedom of speech, all of these things is a part of it. And there's some strong lines being crossed into gray area, and it needs to be stopped right now. It needs to be finished. It needs to be demolished, obstructed. How many different words can I say? Stopped, put it into it. You people, as a people, we cannot allow ourselves to just be led down any path. And since 2013, and it's been really outrageous, the amount of fuckery that the higher ups have been able to lead the American people down is really, it made me sad. I saw an article about Elliot Page, and I believe it said something like she knew when she was a toddler that she wanted to be a boy, and it really hurt. It really hurt me on a spirit level. I'm not even gonna sit here on this camera and lie. It really hurt me. I probably could have cried. It really fucked me up. And because today's cake, it's not normal, and they've been feeding us this narrative and trying to get this collective, not trying, but they pretty much strongly succeeded in gearing the collective minds of the American people towards things that are, quite frankly, immoral and ungodly. It's really sad. And this whole gender thing, this whole dating whoever, whatever, identifying as whatever thing, is a plague. by no means am I saying that you don't have the right to be happy, but the identifying of oneself or wanting to express oneself in such a strong way as to want to undergo surgery and or take hormones is a disorder. Gender identity disorder. They've coined it as gender dysphoria as of 2013 when this whole show started. It's like it makes me sad because it's almost like let's see how crazy of an idea we can pitch to these people that they'll go along with. And there were people speaking up about this, and I'm not sure if they were brought out or if they lost their minds when they got a little famous and they made a little money. I'm not sure, so I can't say. But this gender thing, this date whoever thing, let me tell you what happens if every man on the planet decided that they were only going to be with another man. They were only going to have sexual relations with another man. And every female decided that they were only going to be romantically with another female and only going to have sexual relations with another female. No doctors, no medicine, no in vitro, none of that. Like, without all that, at a basic level, you know what happens to the human population? They would cease to exist. So you know what that means? Not normal. There are creatures on this planet that are able to go to transition from male to female or female to male without hormones and without surgery, which quite frankly, you're not even transitioning into the opposite sex. You're just being altered cosmetically to appear as such. You'll forever be what you were born as. I don't know if anyone told you that, but what you're trying to achieve is impossible. And I don't know if anyone stopped to think about that, but you're playing yourself. You're playing yourself, and it pains me that you didn't because listen, this up until they decided to basically toy with our mental state, our ability to exist in a healthy dynamic of man and woman in society and reproduction, because that's what they're doing right now. Like, the more we go along with this, the further our chances of being a healthy population, a healthy species goes. No other species on the planet does this. No other species on the planet does this. Does the things that are going on in Western society right now. No other species. You know why? Because it's not normal. The universe doesn't miss. I don't know if any of y'all have seen that under a comment, in a comment section of a post or a meme or something like, "Hey yo, this guy doesn't miss," or "Hey yo, she doesn't miss. Tell him he don't miss." That goes for the universe. The universe doesn't miss, and we need to stop allowing people that are just like us Now, by all means, if the universe, j- let me break it down for y'all a little bit more. If the universe wanted us to be able to shift truly, like truly, actually, truly, factually shift from male to female, that would be something we could do, because there are several creatures on the planet right now that can do that. We are not one of them. That's because it's not for us. It was never intended for us to be doing. It was, the population ceases to flourish and thrive successfully. Like I said, if everyone decided to just be with the same sex, which means that it's not viable. It's not logical. It's not conducive to the furthering of the population. And the mere existence of creature, of animal, of every creature on this planet that can reproduce via coupling of intersex is to make the next generation. Why would you let someone convince you to do anything that goes against furthering us as a species? I'm not saying that anyone's not intellectually equipped to understand any topics. I'm not saying that you're less of a person if you are in doing any kind of behavior or exhibiting any sorts of characteristics. That's not what I'm saying. But biologically speaking, like, if we're gonna keep this real sciencey, we're gonna keep this real cut and dry, real scientific. If society continues, like, if it was so great, why can, if it was so okay, why does society cease to exist if everyone did it? If everyone decided, you know, like, oh, if all the guys, let's take it, let's say this, if all the guys decided, like, let me get surgery to cut off, like, my junk and, like, get, like, a fake female surgical junk, you know, and all the females did that, and vice versa, and turned into fake guys, right? Society still ceases to exist. No matter how much sex they're having, society still ceases to exist. Not normal. And I won't even, I'm trying not to say not normal, but I can't sit here and lie on this camera. I can't sit here and lie, period. It's not viable. If it's not viable for the continuation of the species, then what is it really? Because the whole purpose of any species is to pass on genes to the next. To pass on the strongest, the best, the most viable genes in the furthering of the species with offspring. Right? Now, I really don't want to hear like, oh, but technology this, and this. Technology is not promised. Let's just get that straight. A lot of people are getting real comfortable with electricity, lights, plumbing, phones, TVs. By no means promised at all. And freedom of speech has also been attacked since starting around the same time as the gender identity disorder change to fit the narrative in 2013, that can only lead to a bigger problem. First is, oh, well, you said this. We banned your Facebook. We banned your Instagram. We took your video down on YouTube, whatever. That left unchecked turns into, oh, well, you spoke against tyranny from this, the president's doing who knows what, and you speak up against it. You speak up about it. And then now you're gone. You disappear from your family. Where are you? These things left unchecked very quickly spiral out of control, because it's a gray area, and gray area just leads, it's gray area is I believe a term that people like to use when you're outside of boundaries in an unknown territory, a gray area. And I think people really forgot the meaning of the word boundary around 2013, because things have gotten into a place that I think is quite beautiful for the development and understanding of the spirituality of oneself. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I'm very proud, because I can't say that things are as bad as they once were, because they're not. There's a lot of people, a lot of big collective consciousness, such as mine, that are uplifting and vibrating on a higher frequency, a higher plane. So I'm humanity. I'm not saying humanity is doomed, or there's gonna be a civil war or World War III or any of that. But what I am saying is that stand for something righteous, stand for something strong, stand for something that is light, stand for something that is spirit, stand for something that is soul. Let it lead you, let it guide you. Expression is entitled to everyone. Let it be from something greater than yourself, because there is, quite frankly, an agenda. And if you're someone who cannot think for yourself, you will be led down a winding, twisting path of topsy-turvy chaos and destruction, low frequency, and I dare say damnation. It's such a strong word. I don't want to say I can't, but it's quite frankly the word expressing what I'm trying to lay down. It's really heavy on the spiritual plane. These types of things, these types of activities, going along and not speaking up about these types of things. And I'm not taking away from anyone. Don't get me wrong. I'm not taking away from anyone's life choices, or anything that anyone does, or any activities that you may or may not want to do, or currently do or don't do. It's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is, let there be checks and balances. Let there be boundaries to all things healthy, sustainable, holy, righteous balances and boundaries to all things. Selfishness doesn't really come to mind when speaking for the fate of humanity, for the fate of a country, the future of the younger generations. Not that all things in the past were correct, but it has come to my attention that a lot of things were the way they were for a reason. Whether the current society's general population is smart enough or aware enough to admit it is a different story. Wake up and see the light. Wake up and smell the roses. They say lightning never strikes the same place twice. That is until I hopped on this camera. I don't miss. I don't miss. I can't miss. I do this for something beyond me, greater than me. Life is precious and it's threatened by people with plans such as the ones that are being enacted upon the American people. It has to be checked. It has to be balanced. I am not going to keep you on this camera any longer, to be honest. I said that I would make this video, so I made it. And I said that I would make it the utmost high quality in discussion and production, so I did it. I love doing this. I love being on this camera, and I love getting on this camera for y'all. And I really appreciate all the love and support that's been shown. I know it was really serious, the whole video, but it's not a game. It's not a game. It's the future of the younger generation's existence, the future of humanity's existence itself on this North American continent. Because a lot of us are not, a lot of Americans aren't going anywhere. The states that they live in currently, but the cities that they live in currently, but the country they live in currently. And if you would like that to be some place that you're proud of, then everyone needs to wake up and smell the fucking coffee. Stand for something. Because a lot of us, I keep saying us, but a lot of Americans are just going along. I don't know if it's just to get along. I don't know if it's because you're afraid. I don't know if you really do want to say something, but you just don't want to offend. I don't know, but that's weak in my opinion. You speak, you stand for what you believe. I am more than prepared to die to speak this truth. Yeah, it's imperative that this truth is said. Things cannot continue as they are. It's not conducive to life. And if life does continue and this accelerates at the rate that it's going, the life that is lived won't be one that's pretty, righteous, or full of light. And that is factual. This has been your boy, EternalBlackFlame, back on this camera once again. If you're new here, like, comment, subscribe if you're fucking with the heat that I'm dropping. If you've been here, like and comment. Feel free to shoot an email if you got any questions or you want topics that you would like me to discuss. Thanks everybody for the donations. I really appreciate it. I love the love. I love y'all. And prosperity and abundance to everybody who's watching the videos and everybody who's showing support to the crafts. And I'm really thinking about some merch. I'm really thinking about merch. I'm thinking about merch. Like what would the merch look like? Like what would it be? Coffee mugs, t-shirts, hats? Because I love hats. Once again, much love to everybody, and I've received so much love, so much support from a lot of people, from everyone. Nothing but positivity from all over, and that's what the world needs right now. Just positivity, love, and in truth, and light, and something righteous. I'm cooking. It gets hot in here, and these videos might purge out some dirty, nasty things from around you. Don't get me started. Don't get me started, because I'm supposed to be getting off this camera. But like I said, if you're fucking with the heat, feel free to donate any amount that you feel is equal to the information or powerful speech that you heard in this video. I really appreciate it. All the donations that I've gotten so far. Just much love to everybody. I really appreciate it. I'm not gonna stay on this camera any longer. Y'all don't need to see my handsome face anymore. If you had several minutes of it, you have what's that? My wand. I didn't bring them out. I didn't bring them out today. It's quite frankly, I said that I was gonna drop this high quality content before I laid down. So I dropped this high quality content for y'all before I laid down. And I'm finna lay down. So, peace.